What's going on, y'all? It's Gunslinger. I'm back for my sixth video, and I'm here to tell you about the Omnis EGT. And today I'm going to be customizing it and doing my rating system. If you haven't seen my first video about the rating system, I rate them in different categories, and they all add up to 150. So the first one is customization, and the next one is speed, then acceleration, lap time, looks, and price, and each one is worth 25 points. And then I'm going to rate each little part of the car and tell you if you should buy the car or not. And this is one of the new cars that came out in the DLC, and I have it here at my agency so we can get customized because it has the Amani tech. Overall, I do think it looks like a great car. I am not a huge fan of electric cars, and I'm also not a fan of this armored plating. But for me in GTA, I'm really not a huge fan of driving uh electric cars just because they handle differently. I'm gonna go ahead and change the color real quick so you can see the stuff better. But they just handle a little weirder. I feel like they have a lot of torque and stuff, which it could be good sometimes, but for me personally, it's not very good. I also don't drive them a lot, but when I do, I'm not a huge fan of it. What are you going with bumper there? Overall, I did rank it uh with a 19 out of 25 customization because it does have a lot of customization to it, which I am I love that. I hate when they come out with cars, especially the newer ones, and they have like zero customization. This one you can dang near customize just about anything on it. Uh, I do absolutely love the looks of it, and that's really gonna come up when I score it. It's kind of a tough car performance wise, just because it's electric. And this is kind of a weirder car. The electric doesn't really help it in acceleration that much. It's kind of odd. It has like a really high acceleration when it gets up to like mid-range speeds, but like right after the start, it's just like a normal car. And personally, I'm not a huge fan of that. And then it doesn't have a top. It has like the worst part about being an electric car is the top speed. That's what makes this car not perform well is the top speed, and then it doesn't even have the good part about being an electric car. Also, I usually go gray or something on a car like this, but I'm gonna go different. I like to change it up sometimes. Uh, I will have a garage tour out eventually, but I have so many cars that it just kind of takes a while. So I think I'm gonna go like a dark red on it, like a sunset red. Just looks really clean. Then I will probably I'll do the same thing on red. I mean the secondary. I'll do red on the secondary too. I just went the complete opposite way, but it's fine. I personally like just love driving around in GTA. So when they perform a lot different than other cars, it's kind of tough for me. Ooh, that looks nice. I'm not a huge fan of putting the boxes on top of the cars, but there's not many other cars that you can do that on. So I think I am going to do it just because it's different. I also put the wrong red on, so it's fine. I fixed it there. Um, I just like how many options there are. My last one, I did the links. It took no time to customize it. This also has an active spoiler, so when you're driving around, it goes up and down, which I really like. So I'm not going to put another spoiler on it. I will also drop to the ground. I personally like the newer rims that came out, the wheels. I usually go with about the same. Like this one, these are the tires I had on the links when I customized it last time. I think I'm gonna go with these. Black them out. That's what I usually do. Unless they're chrome tires, they usually don't look the best. Just the alloy color. And that's the customization. I'm gonna go ahead and drive it around a little bit, show you how it drives. Uh, for the lap time, it got a 107. Oh, sorry. It got a 104, 104.4, and that makes it the 38th in sports, which is like very mid-range. As you can hear, it's electric, and the brakes are just not, they just do not perform well. I'm really used to driving normal cars, but this one's a little different. And then for top speed, it's absolutely awful. It comes in an 82nd with a top speed of 111. There's a lot of different cars that have a higher top speed than this thing. And I'm going to show you the acceleration right here. Like, it's weird. It doesn't start out and then it kicks in right here. And then it tops out pretty quickly at its top speed, which isn't high at all. You can get a lot of cars going faster than this. And then for my final ratings of this car, I am gonna go for customization is really high. I'm gonna go 19 out of 25. Speed, 8 out of 25. It just tops out way too quickly. Acceleration, 18. I would have put it lower if it doesn't start to kick up midway through, but it does, so that makes it a little better. Lap time is a 14 out of 25. It's just kind of mid-range lap time. It's not good. It's not bad. And then looks, I absolutely love how this thing looks. I just love it. So I gave it a 22 out of 25. It's not perfect. There's some things that I would change. Also, it is nice that it's four doors. So if you have three friends that want to ride with you, you can go ahead and ride in this car. Even though there are better four-door cars to ride in with your friends with, but I still love it. And then the price, I have to give it a 9 out of 25. It's almost $1.8 million, and it's a sports car. And if it was like a really fast accelerating electric car, I would totally understand the price, but it's not. It just has a really slow, low end speed. So that's why I gave it a 9. It's just not really worth your money. There's different electric cars that are cheaper. Just like the one that looks like a Porsche. I'm blanking on the name right now, or the one that looks like the Tesla. I absolutely love those cars. They just perform great and everything. And there's two supercars that have, or there's a couple, but there's two that have really fast top speed. And I love driving those, but this one's a little different. It just doesn't get up to speed, and then it just sits at a low top speed. So overall, unless you absolutely love the way it looks, I would not buy it. And that all adds up to 90 out of 150, and that puts it in second place, and that's last place right now. Sadly, it just doesn't have the performance to give it that one extra point to tie with one other car that I've rated. But I'm going to do my best to get more cars rated just so you guys have more of a reference. I did another sports car, and I wanted to do a newer sports car just to show you what it usually performs like. Uh, I'm glad I chose it because I absolutely love customizing it. If you like customizing cars, I highly recommend this car. And if you have the money, if you don't have the money and you just have enough, I wouldn't buy it. There's a lot of other good cars. But other than that, thanks for clicking on the video. I know these aren't the greatest videos. I say it every video, but I keep trying to make them better and better. But it's hard. I just have to use my PlayStation. I don't have a computer yet. I'm working on that. I'll probably get one when I have a little more subscribers. I only have 4 right now, and a couple of them are my friends, so it really doesn't do anything. But if you guys see this video and you want to subscribe, that'd be great. If you want to like, go ahead. And if you have any comments on where I can customize the vehicle or how you feel about my ratings or anything like that, any suggestions on how to make these videos a little better, I know I mess up when I'm talking sometimes, but it's kind of hard to just film everything. I usually try to do it in parts. This video, I don't have to worry about that because I can just, I have really fast loading times since I have a PS5. And I know people without the PS5s won't have that, but it's fine. And I'm just thankful that you guys are clicking on the video. Thanks again.